Over the last 30 years, how the landscape have changed into this financing or lending industry?
So, when we started, giving credit was a challenge. We realized over a period of time that they use it for the farm only for 3 to 4 months in a year. Each financier has a risk appetite, each financier has a product design, and each financier chooses to work with a certain segment of customers.
How do you feel कि ये digital age पे underwriting, how it is changing those thought process?
Customers are able to pay quarterly installments as against those days it used to be just annual installments. Data and digital for a business like this will be great enabler. So there is room for many more players.
I want to know your opinion about the ITOT.
So I think it's a great platform where you somewhere mentioned that all the competition come together, and therefore it's a phenomenal platform, I would think, where there is so much of knowledge exchange that happens. So I think the whole ecosystem comes together, but also importantly, if I have a problem and if I do express this to a bunch of people,
True.
you could be probably able to get a solution for this bunch of people.
Exactly.
Because they're all from the marketplace and they would have gone through it one time or the other. But then come over to a place like this and you will find your own understanding and knowledge about what's happening on the ground substantially grows.
So hello everyone. So with me is Mr. Ramesh Iyer, ex-Vice Chairman and MD of Mahindra Finance. First of all, sir, congratulations for winning the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you.
Sir, sharing your journey, listening to you at this stage was quite phenomenal. Just wanted to know few insights on over the last 30 years, how the landscape have changed into this financing or lending industry.
So, when we started, giving credit was a challenge because the customers that we worked with probably did not have enough financial capability to prove their credit worthiness. So we had to fully understand as to how is an individual going to earn, where is the cash flow going to come through, what are his challenges, what will be the volatility, all of that had to be looked at. It slowly moved on. We built some knowledge around it. And then the customer also understood that if he was to take credit, then he has to be more disciplined and very organized to repay, as otherwise his next credit could get challenged.
True.
So customer also started changing. Cut to and come to the last 5-7 years type. A lot of information is available. A lot of proxy information is available.
True.
Then CIBIL scores are, the credit scores are available. Now with all of this, understanding a customer becomes much easier. But what has not changed is the customers are all good, but the circumstances come untold. Therefore, they come under those kind of a credit pressure, and then they don't know how should they really react to the situation. So I think there is a need for enough of knowledge to go in to explain to the customer default is not bad, provided you come forward and express as to why and what are you doing about it and in what time frame will you come out of it, then things become up.
So adding to that part only, how do you see this industry shaping down the line in the next 10 years?
So, initially when we started farm equipment financing, more tractors, always it was felt that tractor is a farm product. We realized over a period of time that they use it for the farm only for 3 to 4 months in a year. The balance of the months, they put it to haulage application. The cash flow from haulage is very different from the haulage, the cash flow from farm. Now, when you look at it, it's being used for multiple purposes. And therefore, it has substantially changed from a pure farm-based cash flow to a very contracting-based cash flow. And where now customers are able to pay quarterly installments as against those days it used to be just annual installments. So I think all of this has changed. Customers are willing to invest in product. Earlier, they always wanted higher quantum of loans so that they could put minimum investment. Today, they are willing to put in their equity into this business. So I think things have changed substantially, and I think that it's a very large industry out there. But people have to build knowledge to understand this industry to lend to this customer. And I'm sure that this has got a phenomenal growth trajectory as the overall equipment size is going up, not just the tractor, even the implement size is going up. I think the farm equipment overall is going to be a really growing industry for financial.
Yeah, sir, you just mentioned कि customer को थोड़ा सा और educate awareness लानी पड़ेगी ताकि जो भी उनका एक फोबिया है उससे बाहर निकले. So how do you feel कि ये digital age पे underwriting, how it is changing those thought process?
So I know we should all understand that data and digital for a business like this will be great enabler. You shouldn't shift it to a 100% decision making tool. The decision making still has to be to an extent played with the knowledge of the last mile. Like if I'm there on the field out there, my knowledge about what's happening there, my knowledge about the customers around there, my knowledge about the use and application of the product is always going to be very superior. I think I have always believed data and knowledge have to go together for success of this.
Sir, you just mentioned कि अभी के टाइम पे सिनेरियो ऐसा है मार्केट में कि काफी हाइपर कंपटीशन है. हर कोई लेंडर आपको एक जगह पे मिल ही जाएगा. So when you speak about that, this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's fantastic. What I have believed is that financier actually expands the market. We somehow think that कि market इतना ही रहेगा और financiers बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए. ऐसा नहीं है। पहले हम 4 फाइनेंशियर थे तो मार्केट का कुछ साइज था, फिर 10 फाइनेंशियर हो गए तो मार्केट के साइज कुछ और हो, आज 50 फाइनेंशियर है तो मार्केट के साइज कुछ और बड़े हो गए। सो हर फाइनेंशियर को एक अपना सेगमेंट ऑफ कस्टमर है। ये हम समझते हैं कि सारा फाइनेंशियर एक दूसरे से कॉम्पीट कर रहे हैं, वैसा कोई नहीं है। मेरा एक अपना एरिया है, मेरा एक अपना कस्टमर है, ऐसा आपका कोई अपना कस्टमर है। तो ईच फाइनेंशियर हैज अ रिस्क एपेटाइट, ईच फाइनेंशियर हैज अ प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन एंड ईच फाइनेंशियर चूजेस टू वर्क विद अ सर्टेन सेगमेंट ऑफ कस्टमर। देयर विल ऑलवेज बी ओवरलैप इन ईच अदर, बट फंडामेंटली फाइनेंशियर हैज द एबिलिटी टू एक्सपैंड द मार्केट। देखो जैसे कोई भी प्रोडक्ट ले लो, एक पर्सनल लोन, कुछ टाइम पहले तो हमको ऐसा लगता था रूरल में पर्सनल लोन सिर्फ मनी लेंडर ही देगा। आज का दिन अगर आप देखें तो सारा फाइनेंशियर्स वहां पे अनसिक्योर्ड लोन कर रहे हैं।
सोशल मीडिया ने ज्यादा बूम दे दिया है,
तो इतना ज्यादा वो इंडस्ट्री बूम हो चुका है। तो देयर इज रूम फॉर मेनी मोर प्लेयर्स। Likewise, I think in every product, financier has a role to play to expand the market, and then replacement market तो है ही है. So I don't think competition is to be worried about. I think it complements growth.
True sir, true. This is how ITOT also placed. ये सारे competitor brands एक जगह पे आके sharing their ideas, innovations.
I think we have to learn from each other.
Yeah, true sir. Just one more thing कि as you mentioned कि challenges 30 years पहले कुछ अलग थे, अभी कुछ अलग हैं. Education, awareness ये सब parallelly चलना चाहिए. Now the social media is booming up. Urban customer, rural customer एक ही ट्रैक पे आते हुए दिख रहे हैं. So how do you think कि यहाँ पे social media का part in this financial lending, how it becomes important?
I think it's important to understand the average age of the customer is getting younger. When we started financing, farmer used to be 50, 55, 60. आज हम देखते हैं कि 30, 32, 28 वाले भी इस कैटेगरी में हैं. So the younger the customer base, the higher will be the use of technology and social media. 1. 2. Earlier, most of the customers went by opinion maker. तो इस गांव में किसी ने कोई एक प्रोडक्ट ले लिया तो लोग बोले यार उसने ये प्रोडक्ट लिया, इज ओपिनियन मेकर, लेट मी आल्सो टेक द सेम प्रोडक्ट. टुडे पीपल अप्लाई देयर ओन माइंड, दे हैव देयर ओन नॉलेज, they do lot of comparison before they make a decision. So I think social media, general media, interactive knowledge, all of this plays phenomenal role and gets extremely well utilized because the customers are getting younger.
So speed of lending has also now shifted. अगर आप देखोगे कि if anyone is looking for the lending part तो 5-6 आपको तुरंत within a fraction of second you will get it. So the role of social media is shaping this landscape to an extent. So just want to know your opinion about the ITOT. How was your experience in the ITOT event, and few words to our community and the agri ecosystem?
So I think it's a great platform where you somewhere mentioned that all the competition come together, and therefore it's a phenomenal platform, I would think, where there is so much of knowledge exchange that happens. Then what I've seen is you also invite people from the industry who have got sufficient experience to speak about, and therefore there's a lot of knowledge sharing that happens. Then I'm also seeing that there are a lot of youngsters who participate in these programs, and they mingle with a lot of people with experience and wisdom. So therefore the maturity also builds. So I think it's a great program. I mean, a great platform where these things are exhibited extremely well. And it's not just about a tractor manufacturer. There are tire companies, there are IT companies, there are rating agencies, there are financiers.
True.
So I think the whole ecosystem comes together.
That's the idea.
And therefore what will come out of it is, one is of course you share knowledge, understand what else, what next kind of a thing. But also importantly, if I have a problem and if I do express this to a bunch of people,
True.
you could be probably able to get a solution from this bunch of people.
Exactly.
Because they're all from the marketplace and they would have gone through it one time or the other. So I think it's a great platform to be, and I would encourage that more and more people from the industry, it doesn't matter whether you're in the award category or not in the award category, that's fine, you get some recognition and all that is necessary, but then come over to a place like this and you will find your own understanding and knowledge about what's happening on the ground substantially grows.
True sir, true.
So I'm truly impressed, and all the very, very best to everyone who put this together, and I think it's been going on for the last 4-5 years, and I think it'll going to grow great leaps and bounds going forward. So all the very best.
Thank you so much sir, and thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
Thank you.